Welcome to Global Missions, week number 7. We turn our attention to North America. You'll be reading a book about evangelism, and in this book about church evangelism by John Mark Terry, who served as a missions professor in the United States at a Southern Baptist seminary, and now is an international missionary teaching in a seminary. But you'll be writing a book review on that book. But in our PowerPoints, we'll be looking at new church models, mainly here in the United States, but some of these are attempted overseas. So let's look at some of the new church models just briefly. There's seeker churches. There are purpose-driven churches, which was popularized by Rick Warren. New paradigm churches. Churches that blend contemporary worship with more traditional worship. Baby boomer churches. Generation X churches. Special theme churches such as cowboy churches, international churches, surfer churches, and ethnic churches. Then there's the cell church movement, the house church movement that is here in Kansas City, in fact. And of course, there's always the historic church plant where you start a church in a school or in a storefront, and the church becomes much like the churches that have regular buildings. We spent some time on the emerging church because this has captured the attention of some in the inner city. The emerging church are high-profile, youth-oriented congregations that have gained attention by their rapid numerical growth. It's really an umbrella term for youth-oriented, unusual churches that seek community, welcoming strangers. They like participation, and they like to be creative. These churches, as just a little point of observation, tend to be white, wealthy, and nonconformist, and seem to make a denomination out of being nonconformist. But we can affirm them for the fact they want to live for Jesus seriously. And it offers a place for those that are a little different. And each generation must reform the church for its own self. And so I know many of you are struggling with what kind of wineskin should your church reflect? How should it be? And if you were to start a church, what would it look like? So week 7, we're looking at new church models, new church plants, and I think you'll enjoy this week of study, and particularly reading the book. Thank you.